Hi guys, this is Sadik from Droidwin.com, and in this video we'll show you how to root your OnePlus phone. While you all might be aware of the benefits of rooting the phone, but let me make you aware of the risk involved. First and foremost, as soon as you root your phone, you might not be able to use banking and payments app. For that you will have to pass the safety net, but which I will explain you in a separate video. But in the default state, you might not be able to use any banking apps. So if that's well and good, then let's get started. So in this regard, first and foremost, you will have to take a backup of all the data on your device. While rooting in itself will not wipe the data, but it is still recommended to take a backup. So go to your settings menu, then go to system settings, and after that go to backup and reset, and tap on backup my data and take a backup. Once the backup has been taken, your first course of action is to enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. For that, go to settings menu, just a minute, go to settings menu, then go to about device, then go to version and tap on build number 7 times. You will get a message that you are now a developer, or rather in developer mode. So go back, go again back, then go to system settings, scroll to the end and go to developer options. Now you will have to enable two things here. First and foremost, you will have to enable OEM unlocking. This is required for bootloader unlocking, but in my case I have already unlocked the bootloader, so it's already grayed out. So first, in your case, you first have to enable this toggle if bootloader is logged. After that, you will have to enable USB debugging. You will now get a prompt, tap on OK and wait for a few seconds to verify the connection. The toggle has now been enabled. After that, go to your PC and you will have to download and extract the Android SDK platform tools. This is the official binary given by Google and you should only use this tool. Regarding which, these are all the files that you will get inside the platform tools. I've already made a video as well as a guide on how you could get these tools. The link has been given in the description. So download this tool and extract it anywhere on your PC. Then make sure to add that path to your PC as well. I've already explained in a separate video which you can go and have a look at description. So download the tools and extract it anywhere on your PC. In my case, it's e-platform tools. Now open a CMD window here, type in CMD and hit enter. As soon as you do so, a command prompt window will open here. So you just need to type in ADB devices. As soon as you do so, you will get a prompt on your device if it's the first time. I've already authorized the connection and you could see the device serial ID. If you do not get any serial ID, then you just need to tap on this revoke USB debugging authorization. Let me show you. I will tap on this and revoke. Now once I tap on again, enable the command ADB devices, and I'm already, so let me remove my device from the PC and then reconnect it once. As soon as I do so, let me once again show you this command. You see, now I'm getting a prompt. So if the first time you are getting a prompt, make sure to check mark always off from this computer if it's your own PC and then tap on allow. Once that is done, again execute the command and you should now see the device serial ID. So this signifies that the connection has been successfully established. Moving on, your next course of, we have already done the backup and enabled USB debugging and OEM unlocking, and we have also downloaded the Android SDK platform tool. Now your next course of action is to download the stock firmware for your phone. For that, there are quite a few sources. You could either download that from the OnePlus website using a third-party app such as Oxygen Updater app, or from the XA developers website as well. Just make sure to download the same firmware version that is currently installed on your phone. For that, you could verify the same from the settings about device and then go to version and check out the build number. Make sure to download the same firmware which corresponds to this build number, which will be different for different user. Moreover, make sure that you download the same firmware region as well. If you are in India, then download the IN. For European Union, make sure to download the EU, and for global similarly. So once you have downloaded the firmware, it will look something like this. Let me show you. The firmware might be a randomly named character, so just extract it anywhere on your PC. Upon extraction, you will get a couple of files, out of which we need the payload.bin file. So take this file and now we will have to extract the boot image file from this bin file. For that, I have already made a video as well as a guide on how you can extract the payload bin file. I will link the video in the description. Anyway, just to recap the same, you have to download the payload dumper tool and extract it anywhere on your PC. For example, I've extracted it here. This After that, you will have to download this DLL file and extract it inside the same folder where the payload dumper is there. So both these files have now been there. Finally, you have to transfer the payload.bin firmware file to this folder as well. This is the same firmware that we have got upon downloading the stock firmware file. So copy it and transfer it to the payload dumper folder as well. So make sure now you have all these three files. This is the tool, this is the DLL file, and this is the firmware. Once all the three files are there, just go to its address bar, type in cmd and hit enter. It will launch a command prompt. So now you have to type payload dumper go followed by the firmware name payload.bin and hit enter. It will now list out all the firmware files in that folder and will extract these files subsequently. The process might take a few minutes. I guess it takes around 10 minutes depending on the firmware size. In my case, I have already done the extraction, so I could stop this process right here. Let me show you. The process has been done in my case, and this is all the partition file that I have got. Out of this, we only need the boot.img file. So copy it and transfer it to your device. Inside the internal storage, just paste it here. So with this, we have got the stock boot image file. Now go to your phone and download and install the Magisk app. The link for that has been given in the description. At the time of recording this video, the Magisk version 25.2 is the latest one. I'll update this guide with the latest version of the Magisk as and when it's live. You can download from here. So download the Magisk app on your device and then launch it. This is the UI that you would see. As of now, my device is not rooted, so I'm getting this. After that, tap on install next to Magisk. Now choose select and patch a file. After that, browse to the boot.img file that you had just transferred from your PC. This is that file. Select it and then tap on let's go. It will now patch the stock boot image file and the process takes a few seconds. Once done, the file will be saved in the downloads folder. As you could see, let me show you. The file is there in the downloads folder. Yes, this is the Magisk patch file. So copy it and transfer it to the platform tools folder on your PC. Paste it here, and for the ease of convenience, let's rename it to Magisk patch boot image. So right click on it, select rename, and then rename it to Magisk patch boot. That's it. So now your next course of action is to flash this file, and this file will be flashed in the fastboot mode. So let's now go to device to fastboot mode. For that, go to the platform tools, type in cmd in its address bar and hit enter. This will launch the command prompt as you could see. Now type in ADB devices just to verify the ADB connection. So the device has been successfully established. Next up, execute this command to reboot your device to fastboot mode. ADB reboot bootloader and hit enter. Your device will boot to the fastboot mode in a few seconds. Let me show you. Once that is done, your next course of action is to install the fastboot drivers as well. I've again made a video on that. Just a minute. Fastboot drivers for Windows 11. So you will have to install this driver on your PC as well. To verify if these drivers have been installed or not, you have to open, first and foremost, you have to boot the device to fastboot mode. In my case, you could see it's booted to fastboot mode. Then open device manager, and then go to expand the, you see if your device is listed under Android device. If it's showing as Android bootloader interface, it means the drivers have been installed. On the other hand, if your device is being showed in ports or other devices with a yellow exclamation mark, let me show you. If your device is showing like this in the other devices, then you will have to install the fastboot drivers. The link for that has been given in the description. I have also made a video. You can go and have a look at that. Anyways, moving on. Once the device is booted to fastboot mode, let's now verify the connection as well. Just a minute. Let's now verify if the connection has been successful or not. Fastboot devices. As you could see, there is showing the serial ID, so the Fastboot connection is successfully established. So our next course of action is to unlock the bootloader. In my case, I've already done so, but if you want to unlock the bootloader, first and foremost remember that it will wipe off all the data from your device and could nullify the warranty as well. So proceed ahead at your own risk. For that, you just need to execute the following command: fastboot flashing unlock and hit enter. This will unlock the bootloader on your device and it will factory reset it as well. Once the process is complete, you will have to reboot the device to fastboot mode using this command. And now that you are in the fastboot mode, you will now have to flash this Magisk boot image to obtain root. Now there are two different approaches for doing so. The first method is to obtain a temporary root for one-time purpose, and the second is for direct permanent root. It's always recommended to obtain a temporary root and check if it's working well and good. If it's working, then you could proceed ahead to permanent root. However, we would not recommend you to directly install or flash the Magisk patch in one go. You should always first obtain a temporary root. So let me show you how this can be done. For that, you need to execute the following command: fastboot boot. Just a minute. Let's rename. Copy this file name. Fastboot boot. As you could see, I am using the boot command and not the flash command. So this will just boot the Magisk patch file for the first time usage. And if I hit enter, my device will now boot with the Magisk patch boot file, but it's just for one time usage. If my device does boots with the OS, it means the boot file was correct and I could then proceed ahead to permanent rooted. On the other hand, if my device gets stuck in the fastboot mode, then there might be some issue with the boot image, and in that case you just need to restart your phone. As soon as you restart your phone, the past boot image will be replaced by stock boot image and your device will be up and running. So this is the reason why we recommend you to first boot the Magisk patch. In case something goes wrong, you just need to restart your phone and your phone will replace the Magisk patch boot image with the stock boot image and your device will be up and running. However, if you directly flash the boot image, then your device might get stuck in the fast boot or boot loop mode. Therefore, it's always recommended to first boot your device, and if everything is well and good, your phone will boot via Magisk patch and it will take around 15 to 20 seconds. Do note that this is just a one-time root. We will now proceed ahead to permanently root it as well. So if you just want to flash a Magisk module for one-time usage or you want to test a mod for that purpose, it's also well and good because you will just need a rooted environment for one-time usage and this command will do a job. Later on, we will also show you how to permanently root by directly flashing the Magisk patch image, but that's not the recommended approach and this is the way to go always. So the device is still booting via the boot image and it could take a few seconds. You should leave your device in this state for around 10 to 15 seconds and let it reboot and refresh. So in my case, the time has elapsed. Let's now verify the same. So let me now unlock the device and let me show you the process. As of now, if I open the root checker app, you could install it from Play Store. It's showing the device has been rooted, but this root has been obtained just for one-time purpose. If I restart my phone, the root will be gone. So let's now make this root permanent. For that, open the Magisk app, then tap on install and select direct install recommended. After that, tap on let's go and you will see that it will now permanently install the Magisk patch boot image file. The process should take only a few seconds and as soon as that is done, you will get a reboot button at the bottom right. So it's currently flashing the new boot image and you could see it's done. Now tap on reboot button. So now that the device is rebooting, it will permanently flash the Magisk patch image and your OnePlus phone will be permanently rooted. The process of rebooting will take a few seconds. In the meantime, as I have told you, if you do not want to first boot, then you could also directly flash this file. Let me show you how that will happen. For that, you just need to execute the fastboot flash boot command. As you could see, fastboot flash boot Magisk patch boot. This will directly flash the Magisk patch image, but is not the recommended way because if something is wrong with the boot file, then your device will be stuck in the fastboot mode. So always first boot your device for one-time usage, and then use the Magisk direct install method to permanently root, as we have done in our video right now. So let me show you. The device has now been permanently rooted. If I open root checker again, so the device is now rooted permanently and everything's working well and good. So guys, as you could see, we have rooted our OnePlus phone. Now let me discuss some important points with you. If in case your device gets stuck in a boot loop, then your first course of action should be to go to the folder where you have extracted the firmware, the payload.bin file, and you will get all the files. So first and foremost, copy the boot image file from here and then transfer it to the platform tools folder. This is the stock boot image file. Once you have transferred the stock boot image file to the platform tools, then you will have to force boot the device to fastboot mode. As of now, it might be stuck in a boot loop. So for that, force boot to fastboot mode and then execute the fastboot / boot command to boot your device to the stock environment. The command for that will be fastboot / boot boot.img. Note that this is the stock boot image file. So if your device is stuck in a boot loop or is soft break, then just execute this command and it will replace the patch boot image file with the stock boot image and your issue should be rectified. If you are still getting this issue, then your next course of action is to again go to the extracted firmware folders. Just a minute, go to the extracted firmware folder and then copy the VB file. Here's the VB file, copy it and again transfer it to the platform tools folder as well and paste it here. You should then try and flash this fastboot / vbmeta.img. Now flash and check if this works or not. So first flash the boot image file and then flash the stock vbmeta file. If you are again stuck in this method in the boot loop, then next try and disable the verity check. Let me show you. Disable vbmeta verity check. I will link all these guides in the description as well. You can go and have a look. So this is a guide. It's valid across all the phones, not just for Pixel. So you have to use any of these three commands to flash the vbmeta file and so these are the three commands. Just use any one of these three commands to flash the vbmeta file and disable the DM verity checks as well. So if simply flashing the boot image did not work and simply flashing the vbmeta did not work as well, then your next course of action is to disable the DM verity as well. And now execute all these three commands and see if the boot loop has been fixed or not. If you are still stuck in the boot loop, then your next course of action is to copy one more firmware file. Just a minute. So your next course of action should be to copy the vendor boot file if your device has one. Not every firmware has a vendor boot. As you could see in my OnePlus 70, there is no vendor boot. If your device has a vendor boot, then copy it and transfer it to the platform tools. Then execute the following command: fastboot vendor boot.img. Now after doing this, your device should boot to the OS and the boot loop should be fixed. However, even if you are still facing the boot loop issue, then your last course of action is to flash the entire firmware. As you could see, these are the entire firmware file. You have to flash all these files in the fastboot as well as the fastboot D mode. I'll be making a video on that as well. You can go and have a look at the description. Just let me know your device name and I will give you a command sheet as to where these files are to be flashed. Some are to be flashed in the fastboot mode, some are to be flashed in the fastboot D mode. And upon flashing these files, the boot loop should be fixed. So guys, these were all from this video on how you could root your OnePlus phone. Likewise, we have also shown the steps to how you could fix the soft break mode in case something goes wrong while rooting. A few points to note is that first and foremost, you have to only download that version that corresponds to the build number on your phone. And secondly, you have to first obtain temporary root, and after that you have to do the direct install and obtain permanent root. Never directly flash the boot image file because it could be risky. So guys, on that note, we round off this video. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section and please subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.